Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the B-Hive Homestead. This is Jarrett. I'm down here working on a little project right now. As we all know, it's the winter season, so we got to work a season ahead. So since we're in winter, we're going to work towards spring. And one of those things that I'm doing right now is I'm actually trying to winterize the garden. Um, and for you guys that don't know what it means to winterize the garden, is I'm trying to get the garden in planting condition before the spring gets here. So one thing I'm trying to do is put back some of the nutrients that were taken out when we planted our harvest this year. So by doing that, you want to be able to do some kind of fertilizer, something that you can add to it to make the soil more rich, to get that deep color in it, things like that. So one of the things that we're doing is I called a couple places, and we have a horse farm down here that helps disabled kids and stuff. I give lessons and stuff like that, kind of make them feel better and give them like the joy of riding like a horse. It's kind of like a good stress reliever for them. So what we did is we donate to their cause, and being able to help those kids, things like that. And in return, they supported our cause for growing our vegetables. They gave us all the horse manure that we could get. So I'm down here in our garden now, and that's part of what I'm doing is I'm spreading some aged horse manure into the garden now, so that when the time comes to actually plant or sow our plants in February, March, even possibly April, I already have a head start because the winter weather has cured the horse manure into like fertilizer, and basically work it in there with the tiller and get some really good dirt. So to break it down a little bit about what exactly fertilizing does to your land, a lot of people call it, as you're trying to get the really good dirt, otherwise known as black gold. And black gold is it's very rich in nutrients and decomposed material, and honestly, it's a lot of organic material that is being down to it. You should be able to pick up the dirt and it like crumble in your hand, but it have like a nice thick black color to it, compared to like the red clay that we have here. We have a very dark or reddish tint to our dirt now, where we live at. So with this manure, my goal is to spread a couple inch layers across it and allow the weather over the winter, between the cold, the freezing and the thawing and stuff like that, and come down here maybe once or twice and kind of turn it a little bit with a fork and stuff like that, and to get that way. Oh, watch out for the manure, buddy. Step over here. To be able to get to that point of when the springtime starts to roll around, we can take our tiller in here and till it all up and get a nice, very rich layer. So that's what I'm going to do now. Is I'm going to actually try to work on this project and work in some of this horse manure. And basically, what's in this horse manure is just the horse's poop, some hay, and some sawdust. And the hay and the sawdust help by giving it some decomposable material to break down the hotness, is what it's referred to as in the horse manure. Because any kind of fertilizer that you put down that has come from an animal is considered like hot. It means it's high in acid, and it can burn plants and stuff like that if you do have it. So each animal has different classifications. Like if you use rabbit poop for fertilization in your garden, you can put that down instantly because it does not need to be cured over any amount of time. Horses is about a medium range. It takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months, depending on like how big the pile is and how long it's been sitting and stuff like that. But you still have to turn it to let the bacteria come out and let it breathe and kind of flow it. But I recommend do not using fresh chicken poop on your garden, because that can take up to a year to make sure that you get it nice and level. It's not going to be hot. So with that being said, right now I'm going to start spreading some of this manure out and getting a nice solid base for it. And show you guys some of the work that's being done with it. All right. What I can show you guys real quick is we had actually put some mulch and a little bit of topsoil in last year, and we didn't really have anything planted over in this side of the garden. See, we have a nice top layer of mulch, but this is some of the underneath dirt. This is what I kind of consider like the black gold in the process. We have this doesn't have any poop in it yet or anything. This is actually, as you can see, it's from the mulch here, and we actually worked to get that. It's got a nice, good texture to it, things like that, and it hasn't been tilled. Honestly, probably since last year, we haven't tilled the top layer in. So my goal is to put some poop on here and let it work in a little bit. So when I can till it, most of the garden will look like this. So that's a good setup, good base for it.
Now, how do I know when this isn't hot anymore? When it's become black gold? Is it just by what you just taught us, or is there a pH tester we'll do?
Yeah, I said there's actually a you can get a soil tester that you can put in here. And you can check it. After you till everything in, you can see your different levels. They make different kits you can get on Amazon or Lowe's, things like that. One of the ones that we have, it's a soil light and pH tester that we got from Lowe's. And what we'll do is you stick it in the soil pretty deep once it goes in to make it show the levels of pH for it. And each plant, requires a different amount of pH or a different balance and stuff like that. So you just have to look at what each level of the plants are to know what your baseline is. I think the baseline is between 5 and 7. I think 6 is a good balance.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, I got it.
It's okay. I got it. All right. Get to driving.